Evening, everyone. It's 5:17 on Wednesday evening, and this is your closing comment video number 1182 for today, Wednesday, the 9th of March. All I can say is do not be fooled by today's rally. This is a market in a downtrend. Volume today was solidly lower than yesterday. Things were just bought because they were oversold. And as I've mentioned repeatedly, rallies and bear markets are swift and sharp, and they die just as quickly as they come about. Yesterday was certainly the best example of that. So today we had the Dow up 653, 2%, with advanced declines of 3 to 1. We had the Nasdaq up 460, or 3.6%. Advanced declines 3 to 1. But as I said, the volume, which was 6.2 billion yesterday, was 5.3 billion today. Frankly, I'm surprised we didn't sell off into the close. The S&P was up 107.18 to 52.57. The Russell up 53.28, up 2.71. The transports up 406.18, up 2.76. Excuse me. The VIX 32.45 down 268. That's still high. It was down 7% today, but that is an issue. We had the JOLTS number come out at 11,263,000, which would have been a new all-time record, except that last week's number was revised up to 11,448,000, and that was the new high. We had the 10-year today, 195, up another 8. So basically, we've gone up in excess of 20 basis points in 2.5 days. After the close, we had Amazon declaring a 20-for-1 stock split. The stock had closed 27.85, up 65, and immediately traded up to 3,093. The last right now is 29.70, up 249, or 9.1%. We also had CrowdStrike with a beat, top and bottom line, and good guidance. The stock had closed 169.79, up 13.02, traded as high as 197. Last is 192.48. That's up 35.51, or 22.5%. Bumble had earnings this morning. Let's just call them better than disastrous. The stock closed 23.64. That was up $6.98, or 41%. The groups just bounced off yesterday. Things have not changed. The main point here is that any news that comes out of the Russia-Ukraine situation, good or bad, really, that was just the excuse for the market to go down. Overvaluation was the issue. It just took a catalyst to send these things lower. So all of this stuff ran to the upside today. Honestly, I'm not impressed. On the Dow, we had 26 up and 4 down. The only one that was down, double digits, was CVX, down 28 Dow points. On the upside, we had the biggest gainer as Microsoft, up 83 Dow points. Goldman Sachs up 80, UNH up 78, Salesforce CRM up 72, American Express 56, Visa 52, and JP Morgan up 34. So um, all well and good. Again, you know, overvaluation is still an issue. Selling into the rallies is still going to be prevalent. Okay, chart on the screen is the oil, and we called it parabolic for the last 2 days. Yesterday was an inside day. They tried the upside a little this morning and then just collapsed it. We closed yesterday at 123 and change. Today's high was 126.84, but we broke all the way back down to 103.63 and closed at 108.70. That's a $15 decline, and that's 12%. That is a stunning number. Let's go to some of the others. The gold down 55. Yesterday it traded as high as 2,078. The old high is 2,089 and change. Today's low 1981, and we didn't close far from it. 1988.20 down 55.10. Silver was down. All the metals were down. As far as the softs go, we had a big rally yesterday in coffee. While the dollar was up, today the dollar was down, and so was coffee, which makes just less than no sense whatsoever. We had the lumber that was limit down, but came off it and closed down only 49. Bitcoin 41,920, up 34.15 with a high of 42,715. This one, I've always said, with something that doesn't have any real intrinsic value, the best way to trade it is on the technicals. We had a low here. We had a test and a rally into resistance, the last place that it broke down from, about 45,500. We had a higher low and another rally back into that same area. 3 days ago, we had a higher low. Yesterday was a quiet day. Today it was up. I don't see any reason why it should go through this 45 and a half to 46,000. But clearly, it holds here. It holds at 35,000. So we'll have to see. This was primarily on the news that was like the bumble, not disastrous. The news out of the Biden administration was not as tough as some people thought it was going to be. And let's just take one quick look at Ethereum. It was up 135, so that's less than, I believe that's less than Bitcoin was on a percentage basis, but the same setup. A low, a rally, a higher low, a lower high on the rally, a higher low. So we can break through this 3,050 or so. Next stop would be about 3,300. Not enough to call it a turn, but certainly enough to be pleased with the fact that the lows continue to hold. Bonds were down 1 3/8. They closed well off the highs, 157.75, down to 155.25, closed 155.3/8. So not an overwhelming day. All right, everyone, there you have it. Have a good evening. I'll be back first thing in the morning. We have CPI tomorrow.